Stop! Don't go for a walk. Almost looks like a rash, but in a good way. I'm really happy with that. Like, borderline emotional. Hey everyone, it's Barry here. Hope you're well wherever you are in the world. Today, we're doing a... Oh no, is my internet being weird? I think it's Galette. It sounds a little bit like a brand of shaving, the best a pan can get. It's effectively, I believe, translates to a lazy pie because it's effectively a pie without a pie dish. You make the pastry, you bung in your ingredients, you wrap it all up, bake it and get to drench it in caramel, and that is exactly what we're doing. We're doing an apple pie, salted caramel
Galette.
Hey! Galette, there we go. And for those that wanted a little bit slower,
Galette.
Galette. Anyhow, let's get going. We're gonna make pie, baby. A pie galette is basically a French pie where you don't put a lid on, you make a whole sheet of pastry and then put your filling in and then just fold it over. And I think it's kind of like avant-garde pastry, if you know what I mean? You can make it look as awesome or as rustic. We're gonna get rustic as we like. So let's go and make the pastry. This is some plain flour. Here we are, we have a little bit of salt, sugar. We've been here before, folks. This is not our first rodeo. This, oh my gosh, is 8 tablespoons or about 120 grams of butter, and it's cold and chilled, and it should be cubed. In fact, if you look, it does look a little bit like a Rubik's Cube. I broke that up earlier. I used a knife, I didn't break it up. I'm breaking it up now. That's the step. So we're just gonna break that butter into the flour. But do make sure your butter is chilled. Cool, just like you. Hey folks, I don't really tell you that often, but I play tennis. I feel like I'm getting tennis elbow. I don't know if I'm just getting pastry elbow, but anyhow, we're nearly there. It's looking quite rough and rustic, as I say, but we really want to break down those cold particles, elements, chunks of butter into the flour mixture. I don't know about you, but that's some pretty dry pastry. Let's add some hydration. That's looking good, and I don't know why I want to say it's looking humble, and that's a good way to be in life, folks. We've got some cold water. This is straight from my tap, and also this is some cider vinegar, obviously going down the apple pie route. Yeah, that's always good to check that your vinegar is vinegar. This basically, wow. And we only need a dribble of that. We are just going to randomize this up, aka mixing to bring it together, hopefully into a nice big old pastry ball that's going to basically be our pie. Looks like a big blob of blue tack. I don't know what they call that in other countries, but obviously it's not blue. Just go with that. That's a terrible reference. Now we're going to chill it. So Rapmaster 3000. Or you could just use cling film if you want. In the fridge, this, for about 30 minutes or longer if you wish. You could go for a walk. Go for a walk. You need it. See you in a minute. Stop! Don't go for a walk. I think I'm in an apple cider infused coma. It's gonna be better if we get this now like this. Wrap it like your worst Christmas present ever, all right? Put that in the fridge, then we can roll it out in that. We've done it before, folks, sorry. It's a pro setup, yeah? Don't go for a run, sorry. Built that all up, all right? No. We need to crack on with peeling our apples. So this is just a bowl of water, and we're gonna put some lemon in it. I've got to say, that was quite a hideous looking lemon. It was in the discount section in the supermarket. So just when we put the apples in here, it's going to obviously stop the apples discolouring. I don't really mind that so much. I quite like a bruised apple. But obviously when you're cutting up loads of them, they start to, I think it's oxidise and discolour and go brown. So by putting it in the water with a little bit of lemon too, that should help it anti-discolour. I missed that lady. I'm gonna let you into a little secret. Apple pies need apples. We're gonna use 3 gadgets to hopefully help us save some time. With all the amazing apple coring gadgets that I've had over the years, you'd think that I've got this like amazing one that does it for me. Oh no, I've gone old school. And this thing always annoys me, right? I actually did quite well because that was a wonky one. We're just gonna peel the very appealing stage, our apple. I've got to be honest, folks, I'm doing this like, I really am not looking forward to doing this 6 times. Well, random fact for you, the inventor of this was a Dutch lady called Cora. Anyhow, last gadget is this, which basically does slice the apple for me, and I've suddenly realised I've not used this for a while. It does core it as well, but I wanted to stay true to Cora, all right? I used 3 gadgets rather than 2. 6 Granny Smith apples, cored, peeled, and chopped. All right, so we're gonna drain these off. This is the sound of me draining these off. And that was the sound of me draining these off. 6 of those then. We're gonna get a bit more lemon juice in there. Of course we could put some lemon zest in the actual pie if we want. Sorry, but I know it's a galette, but like, it's a galette, it's not, I call it a pie then. Is it really a pie? Is it a pie if it's not really got a lid? Debate. What makes it a pie? Shimmy some cinnamon down. Sugar as well, so this is gonna get nice and warm. The moisture's gonna come out of these apples. I'm so excited for this. All right, pan cam. Bosh. Hello. So yeah, I'm just gonna stir this around and actually enjoy this moment. So blend in the cinnamon and sugar. Just enjoy this and know that whilst you're doing this, the apples, they're not picky, they're not selfish. They'll cook and they can go to one side whilst your pastry is chilling, because this is gonna be the bullseye in our galette.
5 minutes later.
It's smelling absolutely stonking, folks. Bubbling away. You've got this sort of residue. What's a lovely word, isn't it? Apple juice, lemon juice, cinnamon and sugar all combined in there. Almost looks like a rash, but in a good way. So I never thought I'd say that in a cooking video. I'm not gonna lie, I could sit and eat them and be very, very happy. The sugar has sort of caramelized and coated, and it will do it even more as it thickens whilst it cools down. I am really happy with that, like borderline emotional. So I'm going to put it to one side to cool, and we'll get our pastry out of the fridge. I forgot to add the butter, so I'm warming my apples up. Boston just reminded me. Boom. The apples are delicate, so do this gently, all right? All right, we are going to get right down on this work surface now, and yeah, get some flour down. Some people would call that art, but either way, we've got our chilled slab of pastry that we made here. And you really do want to keep this nice and floured. There's going to be nothing worse, and I've been there before, we know this, than going to all that effort of rolling it out and then it getting stuck to your work surface. It's great if you watch someone else do it, don't get me wrong. All right, so a tray, and let's see if I can go a little old school and roll this back, stick my pin on it. All right. Now it looks a bit weird, right? But that's because it's not a galette yet. I'm gonna put it right in the middle here and pile up those apple pieces. All right, still with me? So we're gonna take one piece here and just fold it over. And there should be a natural join here. And then that to there. So you've kind of got this weird tucked in pie. You see that, like that? That looks cool. And I have now got an egg wash, and I'm just giving this all a nice good old coat together. And also as a little bit of a glue for this. Sugar. And this is some demerara. Bit of caramelization going on there, a bit more deep flavor than just your standard caster sugar. It smells caramelly as well, but that is just gonna grip to that egg wash, get baked in, and don't forget, we're gonna drizzle salted caramel on this. Oh! Oh! Yeah. Alrighty, you beautiful looking thing. In that goes. Just a little bit of a safety announcement. Keep your eye on it. The exits are here, and here. It take about 20-25 minutes. So meanwhile, I'm going to have a little bit of a clean down. Probably clean Boston. There's a bit of flour on him. And start to prep to get our caramel sauce ready. Well, you're not fully antiqued, but that is a bit of flour on you, mate. All right, I'm going to use the same pan because I want to save on washing up. Sugar, butter. In fact, if I put that in there, does that look like a fried egg? I think it does. Thank you. I've got a fair bit of salt there. I've got a good teaspoon, so I'm going to put half a bit in first because I want to tweak the flavour as we go. I want it to be salted caramel, but I don't want it to be like, oh my gosh, it tastes like the sea, man. You're crazy. Boom. Ah, lovely lake. Potentially hazardous, folks, so do be careful with this step, especially as we now add in our cream. It's not going to like it. Once it calms down, it'll be worth it. It will love you. Trust me, it will learn to like you. Story of my life with Mrs. B. The timer has just gone on the oven. Oh my gosh, that looks... Oh, you can't see it, the fan's just pushed a lot of hot air into you. Oh, that looks amazing. What a day, what a time to be alive. I'm gonna let the caramel sauce calm down. I've taken it off the heat. If I try and taste that now for my saltiness, I will be going to the hospital. So I'm gonna let it cool down because I don't feel like having scalded lips today, and then we can tweak and then warm up to drench. Tweak to warm up to drench. That's sign language, yeah. I love how it sends in this big, it's hot. Cinnamony, appley, pastry-y rash. That is like a little hot tub. Little bubbles, little warm bubbles of appley goodness. They want you to jump in, but you can't. You're gonna have to make it yourself. The weight of the apples is quite heavy on there, so you want to get right under that, like that. Oh, look at that. And then, thank you very much. Looks like a pizza. All right, here we go. I did drizzle on some more salt in there. Just needed a bit more, okay? That's really enhanced it. Now I've got a bit of cream left too. Go the other way like that, just to give it a little bit of contrast. Nice. I might have to eat this. Is that all right with you? That was pretty darn fun indeed. Ooh, nice little crunch there. We've got the caramel, the cream, the cinnamon apples. Oh, you beautiful thing. Folks, there is very rarely a time when I feel like I could possibly enhance this in some way. The only way I can think with this right now is if one of you actually came and made this for me. That's not gonna happen, I'm not gonna let you. But let's try this. I am extremely excited. It's still slightly warm. Oh my gosh, that just went down like a water slide. That was insane. Absolute comfort food. The salted caramel spank, but the cinnamon delicate softness and sweetness of those apples. The pastry's got that crust on it. The crunch. Just absolutely stonking. I can't, that tastes exactly how you'd expect it to. So good. I don't need to try anymore. I will. Oh, I will. And I just like that enhancement that we made by drizzling on that salted caramel and the cream, cutting into those colours. The contrast of flavours and crunch and texture, out of this world. Oh my gosh, you've got to give this a go. There we go, folks. I hope you try this. Oh my word. I have got to go for that walk we talked about. Try it. If you do, send me a photo on your social media platform of choice. Let me know down below anything you'd like to see. Remember to subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you again next time. Ciao for now. Bonk. I shouldn't have drunk that apple cider. Like, my chest generally feels slightly on fire. I'm not gonna lie, I might have drunk stronger over the years. You know, you guys are witness to that, but don't do it.